Today, we will be taking a deep dive into Funko Pop vocabulary. So check this out. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back. My name is Jeremy. So it is Saturday, and I know we skipped a week, but we're going to go back to, again, I don't need to explain it. We're going to go back to the educational type videos. So it's been a while since I've done this video, and I rewatched my original video that I did for Funko Pop vocabulary, and I figured we'd do it again because, to be honest, it was very early in the channel, and it's a little dry, if you know what I mean. So we're going to do it again. We're going to discuss different Funko Pop terms, different lingo that you might hear, you know, whether you see it on Facebook or Instagram or just chatting, or even you come across some stuff in the store. So let's break it down. I will say, I am not perfect, obviously, duh, but I'm going to miss some stuff. If I miss anything, or if there's anything that you want to contribute, feel free to comment down below anything that I miss, because I'm going to miss stuff. I already know it. It's going to happen. So let's get into it. First of all, I think it makes the most sense. We are going to do a little bit of show and tell too. So I'm going to show you some examples of some different pops and sodas and stuff. So first off, we have Funko Pop, right? And a Funko Soda. So let me show you some different, and yes, I do have notes. Don't judge me. There's a lot of stuff here to unpack, okay? Lots of different stuff. So if you see me glancing down a little bit, it's because my paper teleprompter is right there. Yes. Okay, this is a Funko Pop. This is a regular standard 4-inch. I apologize if there's a glare on it, but this is Scooby-Doo. This is what you would refer to as a common. We'll get into that later, but this is a 4-inch. The Funko Pop has a lot of options. There is, there's a 6-inch, which is this one. Godzilla. This is a 6-inch. There's 10-inch, which are up there. Count Chocula, Captain Crunch. There's even 18-inch, which we do not have any 18-inch yet. I would love the 18-inch Darth Vader, but yeah, there's 18-inch Funko Pops. They're massive. They're huge. There's like Pop Rides, Pop Towns. Gandalf is a Pop Ride. I don't have the box handy, so I can't show it to you, but all the Pop Ride boxes are quite a few different sizes, so there's not a standard size for the rides and the towns, stuff like that. There's VHS video game covers, which also vary quite a bit in size. What else am I missing? Oh, there's Bitty Pops, which are these, and then there are 2-packs, which are those. Obviously, there's two. There are a 2-pack. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, so there's a lot of different types of Funko Pops. So there's not just your standard 4-inch one like the Scooby. Then we have sodas, which I love. I have been getting into sodas a lot lately. I really enjoy them. This is a regular soda, just a little, and there's quite a few right here also. These are all chases. So this is a regular Funko soda. It comes in a can, a soda can, unless you're from Michigan and it's a pop can, but then we have Funko Pops, but it's a pop can. We call soda pop in Michigan. So technically this is a pop can, but it's a soda can. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, that's a soda can. This is a soda. Now, they do make a 3-liter soda, which is this. This is so it comes in like a, I don't have one handy. Again, a lot of the times when I take stuff out, if I plan on keeping something like that, like the case it comes in, it goes in storage. So I don't have a bottle, but they come in like a big 3-liter pop bottle, soda bottle. So yeah, those are the two different versions of sodas. Just the regular, and the 3-liter. So I really enjoy sodas. And then so the Funko Pops and the Funko Sodas offer different variations. So you have chases. So like I said, all these sodas are chases. So this soda is a common. There's 1 out of 6 chances to get a chase, which is just a different version of the soda. Sometimes they're kind of lazy, like a metallic, but sometimes they're completely different molds, like Ben 10 back there, Darth Maul. They're completely different. They look completely different. Scooby-Dum. So even Pops have chases. I have a chase right here. This Ichigo is a glow-in-the-dark chase. So chases for the Pops are also 1 out of 6. Then you have convention exclusive, store exclusive, stuff like that. So this Flareon, this was 2022 WonderCon, or 2021 WonderCon, sorry. So this is the shared sticker. So this was shared with a store, with a retail store. There's also like official convention stickers, which I don't have any up here, but I think that about sums up that. There are store exclusives like the Walgreens sticker. There's Target exclusives, Hot Topic, Box Lunch, GameStop. The list goes on. There are hundreds of exclusives. And then there's commons. Like, where is it? Which one? Oh yeah, duh. You're going to see a lot of duplicates here. Scooby-Doo is a common. I think I actually already said that once too. So Scooby is just a common. There's no chase version of him. There's nothing like that. You can just find him. Well, you can't anymore, but when he was released, you could just find him at like any retail store that sold Funko Pops. So that's a decent segue into the next topic, which is the term vaulted. You're going to hear that quite a bit. There's a little controversy with the word vaulted. I'm pretty sure Scooby-Doo is vaulted. I know Godzilla is vaulted. Vaulted, basically, there's not really much discussion about that. Pretty much all vaulted means is that they're no longer printed. Funko no longer makes it. They're not actively producing it. Now, Funko has been known to re-release Pops. Dark Side Anakin, Walgreens exclusive. That's a great example. I'm staring right at it. That one was re-released unexpectedly. Just surprise! Oh, that's a good joke. Nah. What does a janitor say when he jumps out of the closet? Supplies! But yeah. Anyways. So, sorry, I had man. Sorry about that. I had like a weird hiccup. I feel like that happens often. Okay. The thing with vaulted is usually vaulted Pops hold a higher, what you would call PPG, which is basically, so PPG stands for Pop Price Guide. So the best place to check this is hobbydb.com. I will link it below. I'll put a link below. So typically vaulted Pops hold a higher value, but not necessarily. It depends on how much they were printed, how many times they restocked them. So just because it's vaulted doesn't mean that it's expensive, I guess you could say. That's a good way of saying that. Now, PPG, what is it? It is strictly a guide to assist with valuing your Funko Pop or soda or other collectibles too. They do other stuff on there too, not just Funko products. But I want to stress that a lot because it is just a guide. So many people treat it like a Bible. Like, PPG says this, you have to pay me this. That's not what it is. It's a guide. A lot of times it's off, especially with harder to find. Like, I would say it's harder to trust the more expensive the Funko Pop or Funko Soda gets. If you're looking to spend a lot of money on a Funko product, do your research, check other resources. Don't just trust what PPG says. It is a very good guide, though, to assess a basic introductory value of your collection. There's nothing wrong with using it. Just, especially right now, they're having a hard time with because it's all volunteer based. So I'm not going to focus too much on this, but they're having a hard time with volunteers. So things aren't updating how they should be because there's not enough people to do all the work, I guess. So yeah, just remember PPG is strictly a guideline. So that pretty much sums up Funko Pops and Funko Sodas in the very broad aspect. there are a lot of Funko features. So Pops and Sodas have a lot of different, like, well, I just said it, features. So, more examples, but you're going to see a lot of the same Pops. Flareon is I don't know why I said, Flareon is a diamond pop. So it sparkles. It's like Edward from Twilight. It's a sparkly one. There's also glitter, which is very similar to this. There's flocked. So this is flocked. Umbreon is fuzzy. It's soft. There's chrome, which I don't have any because I think they're horrid. They look like they're awful. Basically, chrome is just a pop that is all painted one color and it's shiny. That's it. Then there's metallic. So I used to have a metallic up here. I took it down. Metallic is basically the same as chrome, but it's like it still has all the same paint scheme as the normal does, but it just is shinier. So in my opinion, metallic chases are kind of a lazy attempt at a chase. That's just my opinion. Calm down. It's okay. Just calm down. Now there also is, look at this, Godzilla again. Glow in the dark. This guy does glow in the dark. So you're going to see the 4 letters GITD, glow in the dark. And then what else? There's blacklight. And I know I'm going to miss features for the Pops and Sodas. Like I know I'm going to because there's a ton of them. But I think I did pretty good at covering all of the ones that I could think of. I can't think of anything else. Let me know down below if I missed any features. So we got flocked, chrome, metallic, glow in the dark, diamond, glitter, blacklight. I think that's it. So, really quick, we're not going to spend a lot of time on this, but when it comes to social media, posting pictures in Facebook groups, stuff like that, you have a lot of like abbreviations. So, or like acronyms, I guess, like ISO, NFS, NFT, not to be confused with NFTs, but, and then you have FS and FT. So in search of, not for sale, not for trade, and then FS is for sale, and FT is for trade. A lot of Facebook groups require that you put those in your post if you're going to be posting stuff that you want to try to move or try to trade. So just keep those in mind if you're new to a Facebook group, to use them if they request it, basically. So that'll be all explained in whatever. I don't have to get into the page rules and stuff. But yeah, keep a lookout for those different terms because you see them a lot. I see them a lot. So a couple other random abbreviations you're going to see. OG, which I feel like you probably already know. Original, so it's just the first box run. A lot of Pops, people desire like the very original. I know like the first example that comes to mind for me personally is the Hot Topic Ahsoka from Star Wars Rebels. A lot of people really seek out the original. I think it's 2016 date on the bottom. So that'd be the OG, like the very first run. So that term is used in a lot of stuff, not just Funko Pops. So you probably already knew what OG meant. I don't even know if I had to say it. And same with FOMO. FOMO is just the fear of missing out. Just don't give in to FOMO. Just don't do it. It's silly. For the most part, it's going to restock. That's all I'm going to say. Now, something that's important is protecting your collection. So, you have different options based on what you feel is necessary for your collection. You could, I almost said something. Yeah, you could go unprotected, no protector at all, like this Umbreon, which I probably should have put in a protector because the bottom corner ripped. Should have had it in a protector. Then you can also do a soft protector. Like you'll notice it's like, it's a very thin plastic or like poly. Usually they're like 0.5 millimeters. Sometimes they're 0.7. So this is the basic level of protection. So this one, usually they're not too expensive. I used to use vaulted vinyl a lot, but I kind of got away from them because they're more of like a higher end protector. And I kind of got sick of paying the more expensive. It's like 35 bucks for 20 of them, I think. So I actually use Chalice Collectibles soft protectors. I enjoy those, but there's a ton of soft protectors out there. So don't think that one is better than the other. I mean, everyone has their own opinion on which soft protector is the best soft protector. So the other thing that you can do is hard stacks. Yeah. If you're using hard stacks, you got some crazy Funko Pops. I'm just saying, you got some nice pops there. So I don't have one, but Vaulted Vinyl makes one. It's called a Legendary. Very nice. I mean, I do have one, but it's out of reach. I was not prepared. I should have grabbed it, but I didn't. So Vaulted Vinyl has a really nice hard stack called the Legendary. It's expensive though. They're like 30 bucks a piece. I got them when they first were dropped for pre-order a long time ago. I bought a two. They come in a 2-pack. I bought them. They're really nice. They're like indestructible. They're very crystal clear, but for 30 bucks a piece, I can't justify it. You want to know why? Because I'm not actively hitting my Funko Pop cases with a baseball bat or running them over with my car. I don't need something that's going to... Okay, if it falls out of the case, like if this falls off the floor, it's a whole lot different than getting hit with a bat, you know? At least I mean, I've had both happen, and one hurts a lot more than the other. Falling off the shelf. No, just kidding. So yeah, I kind of steered away from them. They're a fine protector, but personally, I think that $7 a pop, the pop armor, is the best hard stack for your money. That's just my opinion. This is a pop armor. They come in all sorts of sizes. 6-inch, regular 4-inch. You can do the 2-pack pop armors. And that might be the only 3 sizes they do for the armor. I could be wrong on that. Fact check me. But yeah, if you're looking to protect your collection, I highly recommend doing it. Especially if you have anything that's like more valuable. Definitely. You know what? If I'm telling you that you need to get protectors for more valuable pops, it's probably just a wasted breath because you probably already have protectors for them. But yeah, those are my opinions. I will say one thing. I don't have any because I hate them. I can't stand them. I do not like pop protectors with the tab on them. Can't stand them. I don't like them. They're awful. I'm not going to call out any companies because the companies do a lot of other great things, but I cannot stand a soft protector with a stupid tab on it. It just gets in the way. But yeah, end of that rant. Let's move on to the last and final. That was dumb. The last or the final thing. Piece count and grail. So, a lot of times if it has a piece count, it's a grail. Not lately, because there's some higher piece counts, but all these bottom ones here have a piece count. So Darth Maul, Freddy's Darth Maul, let me move over a little bit. 2,000 pieces. NFTs always have a piece count, the redemptions. And then this Freddy Funko is 1,000 pieces. Usually the sticker is going to tell you what the piece count is. Now, that moves into grails. All of these would be considered grails, in my opinion. But there are 2 different versions of a grail. You have a personal grail and a monetary grail. Let me explain. A great example, we could use actually Ichigo. To me, this Ichigo chase is a personal grail. We pulled this on a chase roulette from Entertainment Earth. We got 2 of them. We had a perfect pull. We got the chase and the common. And we collect the bleach line. So for us, that's a personal grail. Not a crazy expensive pop. So I think you kind of get the gist of it. A personal grail is something that means a lot to you that is not necessarily expensive. Even Scooby-Doo. I love this pop. I love the Scooby-Doo line. Not expensive, but it's a personal grail. I would have a hard time parting with it if I had to sell it. So, expensive monetary grail, also pretty self-explanatory. So, Freddy's Darth Maul is expensive. The NFTs are about $100. I mean, all these are, I would say all these would be, whoa, excuse me. That came out of nowhere. I'm so sorry. That was rude. But all these would be considered grails, monetary grails. So you can also have like a monetary grail that's a personal grail. Like Freddy as Darth Maul. I pulled that out of my blacklight box in 2022? Yeah, 2022. So it's expensive, but it also has a memory for me. So it's a personal grail too. So I'd have a really hard time getting rid of that one over other monetary grails. Like I love the NFTs, but the Freddy as Fred Flintstone, I pulled it in a mystery box. It's a great pop. I love it. I don't want to get rid of it, but if I had to, it would be easier for me to sell that than the Freddy as Darth Maul. That's my point. So just remember, people overcomplicate Grail. They make it way harder than it needs to be. It's not complicated. It's a personal thing. If you want to consider a $20 pop a personal Grail, go right ahead and do it. Just do it. Okay? But there's also monetary Grails, so we don't need to talk anymore about them. I think we're pretty much done. That pretty much sums up like everything. Let me scroll through my list to make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. We're pretty set here. Like I said though at the beginning, if I missed anything, tell me. Let me know down below. Comment if we missed anything, and comment down below. I can take constructive criticism. If anything would have been explained differently by you, let me know that too. Like if there's a different way to word something. And really quickly, you're probably wondering what NFTs are. I kept saying that word. Besides the not for trade, I'm not going to go into NFTs. They're really complicated. There's a lot of great videos on YouTube about NFTs, so we're not going to talk about it. But yeah, let me know if I missed anything. Let me know if you would have explained anything differently. Thank you for watching the video. It really does mean a lot to me. It's crazy to look back at the first video we did of the vocabulary, just to see the channel growth and how much things have changed. And it's really exciting and really encouraging. I am very thankful for each and every one of you. And the support is overwhelming. I really do. It means the world to me. I appreciate it. So yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure to like the video. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Remember to be kind to each other. Smile. And just have a good day.